Morning, everybody. It's early, and like by early I mean really early. I'm gonna be quiet. It's 6:45 in the morning, but welcome to day one of our winter 2024 Florida mini golf road trip. Should be a good time. I'm walking down right now to get the car because the charger's on the other side of our apartment complex. So I'm going to get that. I charged to 100% last night, but it's early, it's cold. Let's get this video started. I honestly could not tell you the last time I was up before the sun. I have no idea. Normally I wouldn't be up and we wouldn't be trying to leave this early. The goal was to leave by 7:30 with still needing to pack the car and all that. So I wanted to get up and actually like have time to wake up before having to just get in the car and drive. But we're heading to Jacksonville today, which is about 8 hours away, and we're having to drive through Atlanta, which I don't have good experience driving through Atlanta. There's always so much traffic. So we're hoping to get through there kind of like before like maybe church crowd, because it's a Sunday. Gets out, hoping to get there between 10:30 and 11 and get through. So that's why I'm up so early. One thing's for sure, being able to heat up the car remotely while I'm walking down here is one of the best things ever. Are you deciding which one you want to bring?
Yeah.
You don't have an obsession. Do you need longer arms too?
Probably so.
Okay. Whew. That, my friends, is a very, very full car. That's full of stuff too. I think we're ready to go. Hey. Look, I finally got a phone mount, so I don't have to worry about like using my hands with the phone while driving. So we're on the road. We're heading towards my favorite city in the world, Atlanta. That's sarcasm. I'm gonna turn this down so I don't get copyrighted. But yeah, so we're on the road. For the first stop, I charged 100% like I said last night, and I was hoping to go into McDonough, which was like 240 miles away, but it's saying I need to stop and charge in Ackworth for like 5 minutes just because it's so cold out. It's like 40 degrees, so the car's not very warm, and I think my tire pressure's a little low because it's so cold out, so we're losing a little bit of range because of that. So if we can push it all the way, we will, but that's, even to get to Ackworth, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, so we might have to pee or something by then and just plug in for 5 minutes and keep going. But we got like a cooler or a fridge in the back too, so that's pulling power. Not much, but it's pulling a little bit probably. But we're on the road. This is the first real test of the car. Like we did Myrtle, but that was like 6 hours, and it was like one stop. It was pretty easy. It was warm. So we're doing cold, full highway driving the whole way there, where it's gonna be like 70 miles an hour is the speed limit. Doing all that, stopping multiple times to charge, trying to time it to where we can eat at the same time. This will be the real test to see how FSD and everything works with an electric car. So we'll see what happens.
Also, for those that want to know, I went with this one.
Oh yeah, she went with her the one she already had out. She didn't change her mind. The important updates.
That's for those that want to know.
Mm-hmm. The real important things. Also, you like her passenger princess pillow? It's pink. Shout out these, I don't know, like they sell them on Amazon. If I can remember where, I'll put like a link to one in the description. I have one too, but it's black. They are so great because of the gap in like where your neck is for these headrests.
Got one down for the lumbar too.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one to work for me, but they are fantastic. Like for any car, not even just a Tesla. I'll put a link in the description. I highly recommend these things for any long driving. It just keeps your neck supported. They're really comfortable. Okay, that's all. Carry on. Breakfast. Okay, you're going to have to tell this again.
Okay, so I had a dream last night that I was eating this giant color-changing ice cream. Like it was in a bowl, like this long, like this wide. Like it was a big, big bowl. I ate the whole thing, and when I woke up this morning, I had a stomach ache.
But wait, there's a detail you left out about that.
What?
What was the ice cream doing?
It was color changing, like lights, you know? I feel judgment. You know, like the lights, that'll like
RGB lights.
Yeah, they'll change throughout, like change colors, go through the rainbow. That's what my ice cream was doing.
Maybe the reason you woke up with a stomach ache was because you were eating radioactive ice cream.
Yes. Very possible.
Okay, I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's it. We're still going. Been using autopilot the entire time, and it's been doing pretty good so far. Or full self-driving, whatever. It's been doing pretty good so far. Now let's make sure it doesn't freak out with this car. I can't turn the camera around because it's mounted. Pellet handle, oh, pretty good. There was a car on the side of the road, and there was a truck that keeps getting really close on my left. So I was wondering how I was going to handle that. Didn't phantom brake or anything, so that's good. But y'all are welcome. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, we weren't going to stop here, but it's Buc-ee's. You got to stop. We've gone for like right at 2 hours. So just for all the nerdy people out here, where's that? Trips. There's the stats for this drive, which I feel like is not bad considering we were going like 75 most of the way because the speed limit's 70. But we got here with 40%. We have about an hour and a half still to go to get to our like lunch spot. But when there's a Buc-ee's, you got to stop at Buc-ee's.
Oh.
So we're going to pee, plug it in charge, and then go get food. So let's do the thing. Again, shout out Tesla emblems. I still love my Pikachu. Every single person that's seen that gets a kick out of it. We figure we're not in a rush. It's about an 8-hour drive. We should hopefully be there. With it being a Sunday before like 10 o'clock tonight, or like 10 o'clock tonight, like 5 o'clock tonight. So we can afford to stop a little bit. Oh, wait, will it? Oh, that would be good. I don't care what anyone says. Buc-ee's is something special. Like, I mean, look at the car box. Like, how can you not like that car? Like, I don't care if it's a little more inconvenient to stop at a place like this versus, like, quick off the road and get back on just because you have to get in and out of the parking lot. It's great. It's so great. Oh, my gosh. I will say, it's starting to rain again. I don't understand why the Weather Channel, like, if it's, like, misty rain, that doesn't count as rain at all. Like, it's been misting on us almost the entire drive. Nothing on the radar, anything like that. But anyway, and it's a cold rain. I got my hair cut off basically yesterday because we were going to be gone for like 7 weeks on this trip. It's going to be a long Florida trip this time. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure I have room to grow my hair out and all that, and I just look shaggy. So like all of it on the sides being gone right now and it being 40 degrees outside, my head a little cold. It's a little cold right now. I should put my beanie on. But that was basically enough time to go in, pee, get back out. Car should be good. And we should have enough charge already to get all the way down to McDonough, which is just south of Atlanta. I think it's like an hour and a half away. And that's probably where we're going to eat lunch. So we'll see if the car's good. We got here like 40%, so we'll see where it's at now. All right, let's see where we're at. 58%. So that was like 18% in 5-10 minutes. And let's see. Wow, that put us on a Bad Omens playlist right there.
I am shook.
It's like, she knows. And let's see what that cost, because I have no idea. That cost $5.94. So, okay, we're going to carry on. We'll see y'all probably when we get to lunch. All right, status update. So going along, we're like 10 minutes, if that, outside of like downtown Atlanta. Again, for part of the reason why I say I hate driving through Atlanta, and I'll own it every time. It's like my least favorite city in the country I've ever driven in. I've driven in LA, I've driven in San Francisco. We had a packed, like the speed limit's technically 55, but everyone rolls like 65, 70. I ain't saying what speed I'm going, but I'm going slower than everybody. Just putting that out there. And I'm in the HOV lane so people can go around me. But we're rolling like, everyone's rolling like 15 over average with everybody. As here comes two more. We got passed by a group of probably, 10 or 12 cars, definitely rolling in a pack together, going at least 130.
Yeah.
Whipping through, this is a 5-lane highway, whipping through every single lane. All of them are racing with each other, consistently flying over 120 miles an hour, no question, for how fast they passed us, like all of us.
And we also saw a random Mustang literally just about
completely rear-end a car, like, because he was jumping lanes trying to get around cars, and about rear-ended a car that was just kind of in their own world, like just riding their lane, minding their own business.
It was a mini Jeep.
It was like a really tiny, like Mitsubishi Jeep looking thing. But thankfully, as of now, like knock on wood somewhere, it's not reporting any traffic through downtown, which is what the hope was. But it doesn't even matter because you have cars that are flying like that everywhere. And like, I'm going over the speed limit by, well, I'm going 70 to 65, whatever. I'm in a Model X. But everyone's passing me like I'm crawling. I'm in the HOV lane, so it's fine. But yeah, like, it was at least 12 of them, and then we had 3 more just go past us now. all of them, it was like Mustangs and Chryslers and like Nissan Zs and whatever, all going at least 120 through here. And there's no cops because there's nowhere for them to sit. So they know that, so they just fly. Like whipping through cars, all of them doing it like interweaving with each other. Like you're gonna get somebody killed and then you end up getting in a wreck, which causes all the backups I feel like that Atlanta have most of the time. You have people that drive fast in other places, and maybe it's because it's the weekend, because it's a Sunday, so no one's at work, no one's at school, whatever. Probably school, because they're all young. But it's like, I don't see that anywhere else on the road. Not like you'll see a random one-off car flying, or two if like someone tried to decide to race somebody on the highway. I'll see that every once in a while. But not packs of cars all doing it together. And they're just far enough apart from each other where like one or two will fly by.
I felt like I was in need for speed.
It really did feel like it. And then you can't get comfortable again because you'll look in your rear view and you see three more coming up on you. And you could be minding your own business in your own lane and they whip in front of you a little too soon and take out your front end. It's just, why aren't you on this side of the road? So, I don't know. Like, I say it every time I drive through Atlanta, which I'm hoping we're going to get through without any traffic today. But out of all the cities I've been through, and I've been through a lot of them doing this, Atlanta is consistently my least favorite place because of either traffic or people that drive like bats out of hell in like just Mustangs and muscle cars and stuff like that. I don't get it. At least not that fast. Like if you're going like 80 or even 90, it's like, okay, whatever. The speed limit's 65, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
but when you're going that fast,
well, the guy that was driving
that's
the Mustang
different.
That almost ran into the back of that little Jeep, it was because he was driving like way
oh, yeah, he was going.
limit.
Yeah, he was going over 100, and then the dude in the Jeep was rolling like 70 and a 70.
And he literally just ran into the back of it.
Just because he was probably, I guarantee he was looking over his shoulder to see where the other, because there was another Mustang that was racing him. That other Mustang kept going and took off. I guarantee that Mustang was looking over his shoulder to see if there was anyone behind him, not paying attention to the fact that that Jeep was going as slow compared to him as he was. I don't know, I digress, but there's the downtown Atlanta update. I figured there was going to be one for something. Originally it was going to be, like, I can't believe we've gotten through this area so smoothly, knock on wood, without a lot of issue, and then all of a sudden just... Of course. That was a very long rambly clip, but there's your status update. We're about in downtown Atlanta. We're 30-ish minutes, 35 minutes from food in the second charging stop. While we get food, we'll probably see you there. Hopefully without any other issues not involving us. All right, made it to McDonough. Again, copyright, turn that down. Where we get to? 24%. We're definitely going to be plugged in longer than we need to be. Let's see how we do. We're still pretty consistent with our energy. 315 watt hours per mile. I feel like that's pretty good. Or wait, no, I've been looking at the wrong one this whole time. 364. I don't know why I was reading that one. But 364 for 232 miles. Not bad because you were going like 75 on average. But there's a Culver's way over there. So we might walk to that. Not a whole lot right here. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It was a very cold and windy walk to get here. I don't know what it is because there's no storms or anything around. It's spitting rain just because of the clouds, I guess. But like 25 mile an hour ice cold winds. This Culver's was just like a 5-minute walk just right across the street. But the wind is blowing like crazy. Not fun. All right, food's done. I'm going to go get the car and pick up Alicia because it's so cold. But for reference, we're parked right behind those buildings over there. So not the farthest walk, not the most convenient, but we made it work. And normally it wouldn't really be that bad to like walk this far. It's only like a 5-minute walk. It's just this 25 mile an hour wind today, and it's like consistent. It's not stopping. It is ice cold. It is so cold. So I told Alicia, since she gets colder than me, we had to walk over here. I'm gonna get the car, get it, go pick her up. I'm not gonna make her walk back in the cold. Like really, again, if it wasn't so windy, it wouldn't be that bad. Thankfully it's not raining anymore, but man. Woo. Well, last I looked, so like I said, we got here like 24%. The car was at 80 a few minutes ago. I had set this to go all the way to 100 again, just because I could. I know it's not good for the battery, blah, 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 but we're on a road trip. We're going 8 hours today. Don't really care. So I figured just let it charge up to where we should be able to go another 3+ hours. Probably still need to stop and pee again or something. Charge up one more time there, and then make it to our last stop, which is we're outside Jacksonville. There's a charger right by where we're gonna eat for dinner. So, not too bad. All right, let's get you unplugged. Thank you. Plug you in. I started using the whole automatic door popping thing. It works like 90% of the time. It's really not that bad. We'll see where we actually ended up at. We're at 88%, and that cost us how much? $14.50. Not too bad. So we're gonna try to go about 3 hours, which we should definitely be able to do with that much range, and kind of go from there. Hey. Hey, pretty lady, you need a ride?
I do.
It is so windy.
Yeah.
Yep. And we carry on. There's a car behind me. Well, dang it. Haven't even made it on the highway yet. This was not here when we got off the highway to stop for food. Because we were making the comment of how this is like the smoothest drive we've done through this area. And I said we just have to get through McDonough to Macon. And then you're basically clear. Well, focus. With traffic. Darn it. Well, we're going to save some range and battery, that's for sure. We'll see how long we sit in this. It is, what time is it? 12:03. We'll see how long this takes. So it's saying this is going to go on for like 4-ish miles, it looks like, according to the map. It's saying they're doing some work on one of the guardrails on a bridge up here. So I'm assuming a lane is probably closed and it's shoving everybody together. But I'd say when I got this car, traffic and like rolling traffic was the biggest reason for it, because even my Mercedes was terrible and super unreliable and sketchy feeling in stop and go traffic, where this seems pretty good at it. So at least there's that. At least there's that. Also, I like how you can see Charmander just barely peeking over right there.
That's my pillow.
That's her other pillow to go with her passenger princess pillow right there. So
That's my window pillow.
we got variety here. I know, I think y'all can't see this, but when we came through last time and it was traffic through this area, this bridge right here, because I remember that Liberty Bell sign right there, this bridge was shut down and they had it down to one lane, and that was what caused a really bad backup through McDonough. So ironically now it's just like 3 more miles farther down the road, but at least we're moving right now, so actually maybe it's not that bad. I don't know, but we're rolling, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna go about 2 hours and 40 minutes, 195 miles. It's saying to the Valdosta charger, which is like, I think like in a Circle K or a Moe's or something, because one of us, probably me today, is gonna have to pee by then. So figure go there, and if we have to stop sooner, we'll stop somewhere else in charge to use the bathroom while out. But we'll see how it goes. It says we'll get there at 19%. We're just cruising. That's one of the nice things with the full self-driving. I was telling her, like, normally I'd be the person going like in the fast lane. I'm not gonna like expose myself, but just like trying to fly just to get there as soon as possible so I can be done driving. With this, like, you're taking a little bit longer, but you're not in a rush, because it's like, well, the cars for the most part, I mean, you're paying $200 a month for it when you're paying for it, but just kind of like just letting the car do, and it takes some of that stress off, so you don't feel like you're in as much of a hurry if all you're doing is just getting from point A to point B without like an agenda of things you have to do when you get there. It's just like, well, I'm driving for 8 hours and checking into a hotel. Why try to drive save like an extra 15 minutes if you're driving way faster? Might not really even matter. So it definitely takes that stress off for sure, which is very nice. All right, so question. I know it's very different with me driving and you being in the passenger seat. It's a very different experience because I can see what's going on. So for reference, don't use any of the full self-driving stuff. I don't. When we like, once we hit an off-ramp, I turn it off. It's like, it's just easier for me to whip through places to get in and get out, whatever. But it's been the entire highway, the entire probably 4.5 hours we've been on the road so far. How does it feel to you? Like, I haven't had to disengage it at all. We've had a few where like
the car's driving?
Yeah, like just in general. Like we've had a few, like with semis, it'll like kind of phantom brake a little bit. And usually I'll just try to hit the pedal to kind of compensate for it. There's been a few times where they go from like 75 to 70. It would just drop for some reason around a semi. But overall, like
it's been fine. Like,
not like jarring or anything like that.
No, it's been smooth. Like, it took exits, like the one exit we took, like
it definitely fixed that compared. If y'all saw the Myrtle video where we were talking about how it like did the crazy stuff, that's definitely fixed.
Yeah, it handled that really well. It's like, other than like the phantom braking next to a semi occasionally.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing. Like, it's been smooth.
Okay, because I know it's very different when like me seeing stuff going on, so I can kind of like know what's happening versus the person you just sitting there and being like all of a sudden.
I haven't had it do anything to scare me. So.
Yeah, and we've been in some like hit or miss, like, and just hit a little Polestar right here. We've had very hit or miss like congestion with traffic. Like, yeah, you don't see those very often. I can't turn the camera in time, but it's a Polestar right there. But it's been really smooth for a while. But other than like me having to give it a little bit of gas every once in a while, or acceleration, because it's not a gas pedal. And like for me, I just turn off the lane change stuff, like use minimal lane changes. I turn that on, and just when I want to switch lanes, like right now, I'll just hit the signal, let it get over, so I can get out of the way for people. I feel like it's done surprisingly good.
Yeah, it has.
Like, I know taking it when you take the ramps and then letting it continue to navigate, that's the real test for it. But thankfully for us, like 99% of our driving for me is on the highway, and you might not even need full self-driving. Autopilot might be good enough, but it's a business expense anyway. So I was just wondering how that kind of compared.
Been a smooth ride for me so far.
Okay, good. And I'm not exactly sure the direction. Like, the goal for these videos, I'm still trying to figure out how to iron out. This one's obviously a much more Tesla-focused one because it's 8 hours of driving. Like, it's the perfect test for this car. And if anyone's ever considering a Tesla that does driving, this kind of gives them an idea of how it would be for them, maybe. But the entire trip's not going to be that. Like, my kind of thought process is we're going through like 5 or 6 different cities throughout this like next 4 weeks. And I'm thinking each video is going to be its own city. Pretty much like the time we spend in an area, it'll just be a montage of moments. Like, it'll be some stuff with the car and some driving on the highway stuff with like the full self-driving, blah, 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 whatever. And then just if we do anything or see if we see anything cool, it's just going to be a montage of that. So that's the whole point of this channel. It's not fully Tesla stuff, but it's going to be a part of it because I basically drive for a living. And just random stuff we kind of come across or see. So this one's more Tesla based. We'll just kind of see. That's kind of my thought process on what these videos for this trip is going to be like. It's just maybe every city will just kind of montage everything together into one video for that area. So we'll see how it goes. It's all a work in progress. But I'm glad to hear that. So that's good that it's not like jarring or anything like that. So that's good. But we're about. You need to use the bathroom. You good? Okay. We're right now. You Gucci? We're 54 minutes and 66 miles from Valdosta, which is right on the Florida-Georgia line, like 15 miles north of it. That's where we're going to stop and charge again. I kind of got to pee a tiny bit, but I can make it another hour for sure. So we're going to get to there, plug in for probably 10 minutes, and then we should be able to go all the way to Jacksonville from there. And we'll plug in either before or after dinner because there's a charger in the same parking lot. So really overall, even with the charging thing, other than the walk to Culver's, with it being cold, or if it would have been raining, that would have been annoying, or we could have just eaten in the car if we really wanted to. Like, we're used to that from COVID. But
if it wasn't for the wind, like it wasn't a bad.
Oh, they put a new peanut up.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Can y'all see the giant nut? That used to be it used to be down here, like farther down that way. I don't even know if the camera could see any of that, but we've done this drive so many times. Right down here, they used to have a giant peanut setup, and when like some hurricane rolled through, like pre-COVID, so like 2018, 2019, it blew it over, and they got rid of it. They finally put a new one up. Little things like that. But side note of that, yeah, I feel like really the only thing was the cold walk to Culver's. Mm-hmm. That was really it. And if it wouldn't have been a Sunday, we probably would have considered getting Chick-fil-A. And just eating it in the car. Like, again, we've done that so much during COVID. It's like, whatever. So yeah, really even charging so far hasn't been that bad. Just timing when you gotta pee. And if you can go for like 5 hours without having to stop and pee, either you're dehydrated and you need to drink some more water, or good for you, you got a bladder of steel. We don't. So really overall, it's really not been that much of a thing, really. Just making sure, because sometimes it wants to, like, the Tesla navigation wants to take me to a 150 kilowatt charger instead of the 250, so I just ignore that and I find the ones I want to go to myself instead of letting the car do it. But yeah, if you do that, it's really like by the time you get back from peeing, you're pretty much good to go for another 2+ hours. So it's not that bad. This is a really long clip. A lot happened in this one. See y'all probably in Valdosta. Whew. Making it all the way down to Georgia. When the sun was out, it was warm, but the sun behind the clouds is cold now. But we made it down to Valdosta. We got here like 22%, and y'all didn't need to see me plug the car in again. Y'all have seen that enough times, but we made it down here. I had to pee, so it worked out. It was about 3 hours. So we got here with 22%. Instead of taking to Jacksonville, we needed to charge for like 5 minutes. We get there with 8%, so we're probably already good. But I left Alicia in the car, and I put it on dog mode just so it wouldn't like freak out if she wanted to open the door or something. So we'll see what it says. How's it going in here? Are we good? Oh, the whole car just turned off. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. So, you have to be dog mode, huh?
Yeah, I was in dog.
I was hoping it was going to stay on it, but it turned off for some reason.
Here,
Aw.
I'll take a picture of it.
Okay, yeah, here, I could insert it, but I'm probably going to be lazy and forget, so there we go. That works. Well, this will be the lowest we have ever taken it to, it's still plugged in right now, but that's been the lowest that we'll take it to get to a destination, which would be like a 30 mile buffer. Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's push it a little bit. But that'll be our last stop. We're going to eat dinner there because there's a Cracker Barrel right next to the charger. So we'll charge and then probably eat after that or vice versa. And then I think it's like 30 minutes to the hotel. And it actually has a charger also. It's got 2 Tesla chargers and 2 just like regular electric car chargers. But I'm not going to show up there on empty counting on them being available. I'm going to expect there to be cars, whether they're electric cars or not, taking those parking spots. And if that's not the case and we can use one, even better, we'll be at a full charge tomorrow. So, to the final stop?
Yeah.
Overall, though, charging really has not been an issue at all.
Not bad, man.
Like, you stop and pee, and then you're good to go. So it's actually worked out pretty well. So we'll head out. We've already gone from me just rambling there, went from 8% to 11% arrival. So we're definitely going to be okay. So I'll unplug. We'll see you on the road. Sorry, surprised to show this at the last stop. We're at our final stop now. The last stop, it cost $8. And for the whole trip, we just made it to the Jacksonville stop. We are at 335. Y'all can read it right there. So we're going to plug in really quick. Cracker Barrel's across the street, so we're going to go to that afterwards. But we're going to make advantage of the time and go to Winn-Dixie and get a few groceries before we get to our hotel. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Woo! Literally just needed these for tomorrow, so I have energy to film. That was easy. Bag secured. And hey, shout out to that person at Winn-Dixie. We were in the self-checkout line, but they had someone that was also helping people check out and checking people out because there was a line for it. And the Celsius was buy 2 get 1 free. And then the new Prime flavor, like was it like a cherry slush? She's had one before and she wanted me to try because I love cherry. So they started to ring it up, and apparently I guess they're new and they weren't in the system yet. So she looks at us and goes, "I don't get paid enough for this," and just like, "They're free, go at it." And just threw them in the bag. We're like, cool, okay. There's a lot of goose poop out here. There's geese everywhere. So hey, shout out to that worker who was clearly not having the best day, but taking it out on the store instead of taking it out on us. So we got like 3 energy drinks, a coffee, and 2 primes for like $8. So that's pretty good. Oh, there's 2 little doggies. Hold on, we're gonna turn the camera on before they see us. Hello, little doggies. Well, that actually ended up working out pretty good. We ended up talking to the people who had those dogs. The woman was asking about the X because they had a Y and asking how we liked it and stuff like that. So we talked to them for way longer than we needed to charge. So now the car's at 77%. So we are more than good, even if the chargers at the hotel are iced or anything like that. So thankfully, right across the street, there's a Cracker Barrel. So we're going to go there for dinner. I am so tired. We're going to go there for dinner. And then we'll probably just see you guys at the hotel. We're probably not going to film much more because I am exhausted. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed this video because it has been very random.
So I got to pet the dogs.
That's what she was doing while we were talking to them. She was trying to convince her husband to like from their Y to an X, and she was petting the dogs while that was happening. One thing for sure, Cracker Barrel never fails. Whoa, that is really zoomed in. Sorry. Consistent, and it's really convenient because it was right here by the charger. Okay. Hey. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. I was gonna text you and say there's a Pokestop here. She's the one that needs more like items than I do. But so it's funny that you said that. Actually, we're both nerds. But that's the end of this video, guys. We just got everything unloaded. It's over there. We're tired. I've been up for over 12 hours already, and it's been a long day. Car was good. I'd definitely say like for the first long drive with it. Buying the car mostly for its driving assistance, it did pretty good for today. But I'm really tired. Again, the plan is a video every Sunday and then probably a video from every city. The whole thing will be filmed before y'all see any of the videos, so that'll be able to happen. But I think the next video next week will probably be starting tomorrow for us and then all of Daytona, which is going to be really interesting because in 2 days we have like 40-mile-an-hour winds for the entire day. Don't know how that's going to go. But we'll see. But either way, thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. I'll try to remember in the morning because I forgot to get a clip of like what the total cost was for the drive here and the mileage and the watt hours per mile. I completely forgot to do that while I was downstairs. And we're on the 5th floor and I'm not going back downstairs. So if I remember, I'll put it on screen right here. I'll try my best to do that. Thank you for watching. Bye.